So here's a little ancient form of video that hasn't existed since the 2000s. That being a room tour. I know Chris Chan did one of these. Looked a bit more like a horror house than anything. So there's a sword. Here's the great Demon King Ganon as a door knocker. And then once you come in here, there's a bag. There's a Freddy Fazbear. Then we got all of that stuff. That is a real Orthicone fossil, and I'm pretty sure that is a replica of a Megalodon tooth. Just in case you were wondering. And these are a cast of Silacine jaws. So, the Tasmanian tiger. Of course, you got the poster. And onto the dresser. Notice a bit of dust right there. I got a Van Gogh painting. I put this Postosuchus right here because the reason I like it so much is because there's this one shot in Walking with Dinosaurs in which the Postosuchus is like walking over like a small cliff. And when I first got that Postosuchus, I was trying to like find somewhere to put it, and then I just decided like, oh wait, what do I put up on the TV? And then I did, and then sure enough, it looks like that one shot from Walking with Dinosaurs. So I'm really proud of that. There's the Ecto-1 Anti-Dilophosaurus. Got my computer right there. There's an old Halloween decoration with an X-Wing and a lamp. Along with Scoobert Doobert. And then we got that's the fossil column, a horseshoe crab shell, an old Smash Bros. Brawl poster, Thylacine Anatomy, and then this shelf, this little column shelf right here, I tried organizing it. Up here we got the Angry Dudes. Down here we got birds and anime, if you consider a griffin a bird. Down here is America. So, all those great North American things. Then followed by JoJo. And then stuff from around the world. This is from Nassau. This is from Rome. This is actually going to make me seem like a huge faker, but I've actually never been to Rapa Nui or Mexico or Egypt or Rome or Italy. But I have been to Nassau. My dad gave me this, and these four I just bought because I like them. Yeah, call me what's the word? A hoe daddy or a poser. That's what it is. Moving up here, let me turn off that light. Moving up here, this is the oldest shelf in the room. Actually, I think that might be the gray shelf. Yeah, this is the second oldest shelf in the entire room. It has changed so much over the years, and it is my main shelf. Like, this is where I put all of the really cool stuff. So right off the bat, this is the newest thing I've got, and this is the retired Safari Inc. Andrewsarchus. And what I'm planning to do, I've already put in a pre-order for the brand new Beasts of the Mesozoic Andrewsarchus. And once that comes in, I'm gonna take down Jotaro and Star Platinum and put the two Andrewsarchuses right there. And hopefully someday I'll get my hands on the third interpretation of Andrewsarchus, that being the fat one, the land hippo Andrewsarchus. That's the one I personally believe in. And then, of course, like, that's going to make like a cool little display, like, oh, the many interpretations of Andrewsarchus. For the longest time, I had a Mila Bassett plush right there behind Frankenstein's monster, but I recently sold her off for $300. Got Walking with Beasts on DVD, followed by one of the greatest games ever, There's $20 worth of Amazon gift card I didn't know what to do with, and there's Diamond is Unbreakable. And of course, you got Godzilla, the Donkey Kong, Omni-Man, Ava Unit 1 in Lego, so Cerberus. Very cool, Squid Sisters. This little terror bird. Oh, I moved from a Leoplerodon. This little terror bird right here. He's at, I don't know if you can notice, but focus. He's actually made out of metal, and he is hand painted. I got him from an antique shop. Of course, there's all the games right there, followed by Leoplerodon Sadako. God, I always forget the name of that elephant, but there's Megastherium. This Leoplerodon, the Collect A Leoplerodon. Oh my God, I really, really love this interpretation of Leoplerodon. I love me a go to black and white Leoplerodon because that is how it looked in Walking with Dinosaurs. And of course, I love it. There's that's the Freddy versus Jason. Jolene didn't actually cost too much. I got her for $15 at Ross, believe it or not. There's the Beasts of the Cenozoic Smilodon, followed by the Safari Inc. Deinonychus. There's Power. There's Ozzy Osbourne, followed by, get this, Ozzy Osbourne. And he's right beside Eddie from Iron Maiden. I have a couple albums, some old PS4 games. Now, there's a brand new display over here. There's the bedside table. This is the oldest shelf in the room. You can see I have a couple of Funko Pops as they are what remains of when I was a fucking loser and used to collect Funko Pops. I sold off a ton of them a while back. It was about like $60 worth of Funko Pops, and I could only sell it for like $25. But frankly, I was just glad to get them out of the house. The only ones that remained are the only good ones, which I don't know if you know it's a pattern, but the good ones either don't have those bug eyes, or they benefit from having the bug eyes. And of course, there's Scout. I got him for $11 at a flea market. Very rare. This one, I like him. I do like how the bug eyes look on the Chupacabra. Right next to Crypticans. Very nice. Very nice. More Squid Sisters. Anomalocaris. The Goober. There's another Cryptican right there. We got I believe it's called Movie Maniacs. Oh yeah, it says it right there. Movie Maniacs Freddy Krueger. That Angry Bird is from 2012. It's one of the oldest items I've had. Got more. There's a bootleg Ray plush. Plenty of good stuff. Moving down here, I actually have a couple of Five Nights at Freddy's McFarlane sets. I was going to sell them, but then I realized exactly how much they go for, so then I decided not to. Here's Ahsoka Tano's Jedi Interceptor. I can open it. Yeah. There she is. There's Sudoku. Close it back up. And there's a Megalosaurus. Moving over here, we have this really cool 3D printed action figure I found on AliExpress. And, of course, we got Rei Ayanami, Spinosaurus, Paraceratherium, Brontosaurus. No, it's goddamn, it's a Brachiosaurus. Got confused for a second. Of course, we have the. Oh my gosh! Okay, so that is a like 2001 original Spider-Man Green Goblin. Got him for 99 cents at the at my local thrift store. Very nice. Skeletor. I'm not too big a fan of Demon Slayer, but I keep Docky around because one, boobs. Second, boobs. 3, I got her for a pretty good price. I might sell her one day to make room for better stuff. Here we got the Northwood Bricks, Mossman, and Flatwoods Monster. I got these two in West Virginia at the Mossman Festival. A Skeleton Dragon. Yeah, another Thylacine. Plenty of cool stuff. There's a crocodile. And there's the cat. Moving down here, we have even more stuff. That Mossman figure I also got from the Mossman Festival. Specifically from the Mossman Museum gift shop, which I have another item in here. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, I also got a keychain. Used to have it on my backpack before I got a new backpack, and it didn't really fit in. So now the only keychain that remains is Smilodon. There's some lights, Mossman. I got that for the Mossman Festival too. There's a Nekoark, and of course, watch him become a god. Now moving down here, I really like what I got going on here, because right here where this shelf is, this is where my pet leopard gecko, Geckozilla, used to be. He died a couple months ago, and you know, since I named him after Godzilla, what better thing to put in his place where he used to be than this Godzilla figurine and one decoration from his vivarium, as well as one Minecraft action figure that I have had since around the time that I got him. And let me see. Okay, never mind. I guess this is the wrong one. I know in one of my boxes I have like a Gen 1 Minecraft action figure with a helmet that's actually yellowed over time because the helmet's never been taken off. This is the Sarlacc pit. Around the time when I was a little kid and I first got, so around when I was a kid, the Wii was still a thing, and I had first gotten Geckozilla, and I first got some of those Gen 1 Minecraft toys. I got a Sarlacc pit for my birthday or Christmas. It was really cool. And sure enough, I found this on clearance for like 50 bucks. So of course I had to buy it. Very nice. And on top of that, the box it's being propped up on is a slingshot. One that I used to have with that exact same packaging. And I got it from Mighty Dollar, which is a store I used to go to a lot when I was a little kid. And I passed by like a couple months ago, went in there, found that slingshot, instantly bought it. I'm not even to use, just to have. Giant Coca-Cola bottle. There's a Dragon Mountain Dew from 2006. Chun-Li, Dragon, Car, Capricicus, Breaking Bad van, Luigi, Darth Vader. Moving down here, we have a ton of books. Tales of the Cryptids. Oh, that's a classic from my childhood. Used to read it all the time. It would scare the shit out of me. It would leave me up at night scared back in like 2014, 2015. It's really been that long, huh? 10 whole years. There's Afterman. That one was a pretty penny, I'll tell you that. The Princeton Guide to Prehistoric Mammals. The Cryptozoologicon. 100 Animals That Can Fucking End You. Miss Frauds and Mysteries Locked in Time. The Encyclopedia of the Wonderful by Milo Rossi. Facts and Fallacies. The Future is Wild. Friday the 13th 4-movie collection. King Kong, Jurassic Park, a couple more King Kong movies. I got this pretty recently. Yeah, it was like 50 cents. I got it at a Habitat for Humanity. Very cool. There's a coelacanth I got for like, I think 25 cents at the flea market. Here's Scoobert Doobert. So I actually didn't mean to buy this. I bought him in like a bag of cards. You know when you like go to like secondhand stores and you'll like find those like bags of items? Yeah, I bought a bag of cards and Scoobert Doobert was inside. I figured, you know what? I actually like this. I really like I like that old retro Halloween aesthetic. For as much as I am a thrash metal addict, I do love me some I Want to Be a Jack-o'-lantern, simply just for the vibe. Like old fall or like current fall. I love Halloween. And there's an AT-AT. This was actually supposed to come with a stand. This is like the Hot Wheels Starship Select, but it didn't come with a stand. And you know what? Frankly, I'm okay with that. In fact, I think it's better like that because it fits in between the books. There's another Lego Star Wars. The one I have up there on the shelf, that's actually my original from when I was a kid. This one down here is a new one. Lego Star Wars 3. And Legos, wait, not Lego, Star Wars The Clone Wars Lightsaber Duels. I need to get around to playing that one. There's a frog that my tia Nenny gave me. A horribly inaccurate Inostransevia. Like, it's honestly funny. Like, look at this. The sabers are so oversized that, like the bottom canines are so oversized, they get in the way of the sabers. And the mouth doesn't even open all the way. So it can't eat. It can't even use the sabers properly. And there's shrink wrapping for a part of the skull that doesn't even exist, because that is only found on dinosaurs. So glad that I got that second hand. And here's the Tasmanian Devil with Cammy. A couple of boxes down here. Squidward's house. All right, and then moving on from that. Oh yes, even the closet is decorated. Yeah, that's right. We got Ghostface up there. I'm gonna return that. I just needed it for one thing. Callie. Yeah, don't you love to see her? Here is a box I found. It was a shoebox full of old Star Trek VHS tapes. I tried to sell it. I was shot down. But what I really love about the shoebox is this. Walking. Yes, that specifically. Because it is the same font as Walking with Beasts. Or the Walking with Quadrilogy in general. Like, I actually love that so much. All right, and then from there, I think that's actually about it. There's nothing else interesting to show off besides, like, I don't know, the stickers. The Spirit Halloween pillow. What else? There's the Switch. Haven't played it in months. Oh yeah, here's a CRT television down here. Got that for free on the side of the road.